Alright, good morning guys. It's Nick with NK Landscaping as usual. Today we got something a little bit different. You might notice I'm dressed kind of festively. So we're headed over to, I believe, Madison, Connecticut. Our dealer A&D Equipment, the one that sold us the steel wrist and the Rotostar and all those wonderful attachments. They're throwing a demo day. So they're gonna have steel wrist and a bunch of other companies there demoing stuff like this. They're gonna have mulchers, excavators, all sorts of things. It's gonna be everything excavation. So got the truck warming up. I got Kurt, I have Steph, and Fitz is showing up here in a few minutes. We're gonna make the hour and 40-minute drive down to Connecticut and see what's going on there. A little cold today. I got my passengers so far. I'll check in with you when something cool happens. Well guys, we just showed up here. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And since we got the steel wrist sticker on the side of the truck here, they thought we were vendors. But yeah, holy crap, they got a lot of stuff. We're gonna get registered here and check it out. Well, walking in, just got registered. They have a little bit of everything here. The steel wrist excavator, Mecalac equipment, cat equipment, hammers, mulchers. We're gonna walk around, take a look at everything. This looks like a GPS Harley rake. Oh boy, no, not even a, I think it was Harley rake on the back of that, but it's a dozer blade. Mecalac over there, wheeled machine. There's that KX80 right there in front of me. That's what I actually demoed the steel wrist. That's how I learned about this thing. KX40, we got everything. We're gonna walk around and take a look. Well, I guess we'll start the day off with one of the smaller machines here. Probably the smallest machine here. A little Kubota U17. Or no, U10. I'm sorry. I could give that to Fitz. He can mount a little rake to the end of it. There we go. Look at that tiny little thing. We're towards the back of the exhibit now. They got everything here. Small little Wacker Neuson machines. Looks like an Indico concrete crusher. Grapples, everything. All right, I'm gonna keep walking around. There's just machines as far as you can see. They just keep going back into the woods. I don't know if that's part of the demo or if that's just some machines on site. Stuff that way. Oh, if it says there's more stuff. Oh, let's keep walking around. We got this Duzen 225 crushing up some concrete here. Nice machine. Nice concrete crusher. I've never seen a style like that. I don't know if you guys can see him crush this here. Looks like the jaw doesn't open up that far. Surprised how quiet this machine is. If you don't know, Duzen owns Bobcat, so our little T66 that we have, the skid steer, actually has a Duzen motor. Kind of sounds similar. Huh. I should have bought that instead of a house that I could just live in. Look at that thing munch that concrete right up. I do have to say that Duzen looks pretty good. I've never been a fan of them, but boy, it looks nice in person. Kurt said you should have bought one of these instead of a house. I think I'm starting to give him the bug. That does smash, all right.
Featuring Barry equipment.
Yeah, featuring Barry equipment. I'm not sure who that is, but that's who supplied the excavator, I guess. All right, I guess we'll move on to another section here. Look at that. So somehow I didn't click record. We got all the different Rotostar buckets. That's the 3-5, size bigger than ours. It's a 10-20 and a 4-6. We got a huge one back there. I don't know what size that is. We got Anthony, the owner of A&D, running this big 210 Komatsu right here. We got two KX80s, KX40, and all the Mecalacs back there.
The tires on it, what's that?
That's a Mecalac. So, wow, this is cool. Look at all these machines. This is like heaven for me.
Isn't that what you run?
This is this is a KX40, so this is the next size up. And the KX80 is Kubota's largest machine. These are two older ones. These are not the new gens. So you want to talk about a big Rotostar. Steph's 5'6".
5'5".
Oh, she's 5'5". That is a bucket. Wow. Komatsu 210. Wow. Right in front of us, we got the steel wrist cat. I believe that's a 307. Wow. So this is the Rotostar for you guys if you haven't really seen it. This is a 2-4, just like ours. But these are the little poly kind of fingers that spin around in there. And then this is a spacer that you can add to cut down on the size of the material that comes out of there. So kind of standard with just these, you're running like a 3/4 inch material. And then with this, I'm not actually sure what it goes down to, but the way it works, that's just a spacer, but these are the ones that clip on. So you just take an oil filter wrench like this, and you snap it together. So it's pretty easy to install that in between every one of those little stars. Very cool. Very cool. Lots of machinery here. I don't know what is that thing over there. It's got a little snout on it. You see that?
Sucking shit up.
It's sucking stuff up. Yeah, what's going on?
Power vac.
Power vac. Very cool. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing over there. I kind of want to take a look at the Mecalacs. Those are some very interesting machines. So this is a Mecalac right here. These are very interesting. It's like a mix between a skid steer and an excavator. So the guy said right now he's going to try to swap to the skid steer style bucket right now. We'll see how that goes. Basically, these machines can travel super fast. They have very high horsepower engines compared to a standard excavator. See, this one's got the VA boom, so there's an extra joint here. So you get a lot of flexibility. It's really interesting. There's not a whole lot of machines out there like it. Quite expensive though. But yeah, he's gonna swap onto this skid steer style bucket. You can see on the back here, there's some rollers. So when this is fixed to the boom, the back of the bucket actually kind of rides up against the blade of the machine. So when you're trying to push into a pile, scoop into a pile, scrape, you're transferring that force back into the blade of the machine instead of all that force being on the boom left and right, forward and backward and everything. You'll kind of see him swap on here. Interesting quick coupler design there.
Isn't that steel wrist design or is this
No, that looks like a, I don't think that's a standard design. I'm not sure honestly though. Very interesting
it looks
machines
like it
though.
like comes out.
Yep, so yeah, that red part in the middle there is a little hydraulic cylinder. So when the pins fit inside the mount on the bucket, it expands back out to fill those gaps. Very interesting
Does that
looking
mean
machines.
it can kind of fit almost any bucket?
No, see how that bucket hook, the coupler on the bucket looks very interesting compared to the steel wrist. So he's mounting this bucket up here. I still prefer the S coupler of the steel wrist. So yeah, now that he's kind of hitched into the back, you can roll into that, then that hydraulic cylinder will expand there and lock it in place. Look at that, now he's got a full-size skid steer bucket on basically an excavator. All right, making our way back to the brush clearing section. Fitz wanted to see that, so we're gonna walk on back there. Take a look at everything. This show is intense. So much going on.
I really prefer the service.
It's awesome. munching away at that concrete. That pile has gotten significantly smaller. All right, let's make our way back to this brush clearing section. Oh boy, we got a big drum mulching head here. He's about to munch on a tree, it looks like. Here we go. It's a big 225 indico head, drum style. You like that? Oh yeah, that thing's just gonna chew that right up. Oh yeah. Look at that. I mean, that tree's a little rotten, but still, just absolutely chewing it. Once again, I'm surprised at how quiet these machines are. What do you think about that?
I want it. Where get?
You can have one right here. I assume, you know, you're probably looking at a low price of 300,000 or so. So you got an open checkbook, right? Second mortgage. It's amazing. It just chews things up like, I don't even know. There it goes. Whoop. This is awesome. They got the skid steers down here. We got what looks like a Kubota and a Takeuchi with the drum style mulchers, TL12, and what is that, a 95? This is great. So these are the skid steer version of what's on that excavator there. A lot more useful than the type that we have, but a lot more expensive.
What size machines are these compared to ours?
So I was wrong about that. That's a 97, Kubota SVL 97, and this is the TL12. So our machine is roughly like in the 9,000 pound range, and I believe a TL12 is like 12 to 13,000 pounds, and a 97 is the biggest Kubota they make. I also believe it's in the 12 to 13,000 pound range. So you can see should probably back up a little, guys, or come over here. But yeah, that's a drum style mulcher. They definitely don't do as well in this like underbrush as compared to like our spinning kind of disc style. But they work great for mulching up larger objects. It is nice though, they don't throw material nearly as far as a disc style mulcher.
Quiet.
It is quiet. That is actually a pretty quiet machine.
Yours is very loud.
I don't think he has it throttled up all the way though. It doesn't seem like it is. But yeah, you see how, especially with the twiggy type material, I don't know what you can see on the camera, maybe I'll zoom in after, it leaves a lot of things standing up, versus the disc style mulcher is actually cutting. This is kind of grabbing at things, and it has either a carbide or a sharpened cutter tooth on there, and it just doesn't do as good with this thinner material. But you can go up to a tree and just absolutely grind it to shreds. Every piece of equipment has its place. Getting a chauffeured ride here.
We live in right.
Oh yeah, this is great.
And your name?
I'm Ryan.
I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Where are y'all from?
Pauling, New York.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. So What was his name?
Ryan.
Ryan was nice enough to chauffeur us out here. We're in the back mulching section. We got some excavators out here. We got a Kubota 57. This is the new gen. And then we have an older KX80 over there, both with the drum style mulching heads on there. So we're gonna try to see if we can give these a shot here, try it out. I've always wanted to run a 57. I've run an 80, never a 57, especially not the new one. So that would be really cool to test that out. But it's awesome. It's gonna get in here. This thing's an excavator pattern and I haven't figured out how to change it yet. So your right stick is gonna control your boom now. So when you pull back on your right stick, boom's gonna go up. No, that's drive. So just keep it right here for now. Swing it to your right. Yep, so that the left stick is gonna be swing and stick out. Then on your right thumb, push that thing to the left and that'll spool it up. Just like you were curling the thumb in. You're gonna have to hold it though. Oh, turn on the auxiliaries. So yeah, push that.
Auto spool up.
Yeah, hold it, you gotta hold it.
With the button.
No, he said push it to the left. Push, oh, what is it saying now?
Non-functional.
To the right? Left stick? Try left stick. There you go. So hold that. You're gonna have to hold that the whole time. Curl your bucket out. There you go. That heat coming off this machine feels really nice. It's cold out here. Let me see if I can get on the other side of him here. Oh yeah. Yeah, excavator control. I'd be in there looking like a complete noob. That is one thing I've never really picked up throughout the years. I'm a backhoe control pattern guy, or ISO, or I think that's John Deere control. So we got Steph in the 57. That's cool. Very nice. We got two NK employees taking over the mulching section. I got Fitz behind me. He's taking some video. This is gonna be Steph's first time ever running a mulcher, and I don't know how many times she's been in the excavator. She's just driving around. Should have given her the GoPro. Nice little holly tree back there, holly bush. I'm gonna hop on my phone, take some video for Instagram. If you guys don't follow us there, NK Landscaping.
Stephanie is learning how to use the machine. Brown, brown.
fits in here. Run an excavator pattern. Excavator pattern is so strange to us. Is the 57 an excavator pattern or backhoe? So when you pulled back on the left stick, the big boom go up, or did the arm go in? This is an curl it out like you're dumping the bucket a little bit. There you go. Nice being in a warm machine.
Sure, this is the new Gen KX57, which is very nice inside. The pattern you like. Oh, it is? Yeah.
You know, normally we consider Kurt he's the brute force method. He likes to just smash things, but I do have to say, he's doing a pretty good job in there. Now that he's in a machine with the proper pattern, like I said, everybody in this company runs backhoe. He's doing a lot better. These new 57s, so I ran that. I don't think we got any video, unfortunately, but I ran that for a few minutes. And to be honest with you, this is like a 12,000 pound machine versus my machine, the 33, is like right about 8,000 pound. It doesn't feel that much bigger. I know it is bigger. It just really doesn't feel bigger. I felt right at home in it, just as I feel at home in an 80. But when you get an 80, you're like, wow, this is a big machine. 80's like a 17, 18,000 pound machine. So I think our next machine, I've always wanted to try a 57, and I just did. Not a digging style, but I like the 80, and I think that fits the style of business that I like to run. 57's cool though. It is nice to be in one of those new gen machines. Auxiliary control. It used to be just a button that you push for auxiliaries to enable them. This you got to go digging through the menu. Unless there's an easier way to do it, you kind of got to go through 3 or 4 menu steps to get the auxiliaries to work, which is really kind of a pain in the butt. So we're gonna try to wrangle Kurt out of this machine. He's just keeping on going. He's loving it. But we're gonna get back to the main part of the event and run some more machines. All right, we're back over at the main section now by some of the bigger machines. I think Kurt and Fitz went to just see if the pizza truck is operational. Otherwise, we're gonna try to get a demo on some of these machines. I would love to run one of these 210s, or definitely that 307 would be cool. So yeah, the biggest one I've really run is that KX80. I have run an older Komatsu at one point, bigger one, but I'd love to hop in one of these bigger machines. I definitely want to try out a Mecalac here. That'll be cool. But we're gonna reconvene. Stuff's just going to the bathroom behind me. Looking at this big pit of doom here, and then we'll check in with you in a second.
So this is the steel wrist excavator, and I love this thing. It's so nice.
Look at that thing go. I'm telling you, you could scoop up my whole Rotostar bucket inside of this one and screen it out. It's amazing. Let's see if this guy does another scoop here. Oh yeah. And we got the 307 right here working as well. All right, look at that. Pretty big scoop. Look at that go. That's awesome. We got the 307 here going to town. I ran that a little while ago. I think Steph got it on video, so I'll have to put that in. You'll probably have already seen that by now. So I was able to switch it to backhoe pattern, but the steel wrist, the rotation and the tilt was opposite of how I'm used to, and I wasn't able to change that, so it was a little weird. And then those cats, man, do they have some swing power. That's one complaint I've always heard about Kubotas, that the swing is really weak, and that would call me off guard. That was giving me a run for my money, having all that extra swing power. So this is awesome. I'm just walking around. Kurt and Fitz are still in the truck. They're finishing up their pizza, warming up a little bit. They didn't bring the warmest clothes, but this is looking really cool.
Oh, that one's available to run if you want to try it.
Got this Takeuchi TB290 with an Indeco, or however you pronounce it, rotating grapple. So it's not a steel wrist, it just has the spin ability. These I can't say it properly. Indeco, I think Indeco. These Indeco grapples are really, it looks quite strong. That's one thing, my steel wrist grapple doesn't have the grip strength, I guess you could say. I mean, this is also a tined grapple, which I think would do better on my machine. It's just too heavy. My little kind of curved, I don't know, overlaying grapple doesn't really, I don't know, it's lighter. There's less material to it. The KX40 over there, we'll actually walk over here. This one has the tine style grapple. I'm not sure if our machine would run this. That wasn't really presented as an option to us when we got our machine, so you could just see the tines on there. And it looks like it's better for rock work. That's one thing I was never impressed with our grapple for rock work. And it looks like it definitely does better. But I don't know. This is awesome though. So you got Steph and the steel wrist cat. This thing's a beauty. Start lit, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, the much more powerful swing than a Kubota. Even like the 80s. I mean, we run a 33, and it's pretty weak, but it's even compared to the 80s. This thing, you like touch it, it wants to go. Yeah. Definitely not used to that. Now if you want to try, the left thumb, the roller will rotate it, and your right thumb roller will tilt it. It's opposite of the way I have the machine set up at home.
Why would I need to?
Because if you want to scoop sideways, scoop backwards.
I don't even really know this.
Pick up the boom, pick up the boom. There you go. Now curl into it. There you go. Now swing that one to the right. It's fast, right? All right, dump it right there. All right, guys, the craziest thing is going on right now. In that Komatsu right over there is Tom Gardaki from the Dirt Ninja.
I'm almost positive. His sweatshirt has the Dirt Ninja logo and I can barely read his name tag, but that's awesome. I have learned a lot from him over the years when he was posting YouTube videos, from running a Harley rake to setting grade. And there he is running a PC210 and the Rotostar there while Fitz is here running this 307. This is very cool, seeing all these people here and, you know, getting to be a part of this. And thank you as usual to A&D for bringing us out, and Kurt for letting me buy this stuff. Got Kurt here in the 210 running the Rotostar. Very interesting. It's a big machine. It is in backhoe setup, so that was nice for me. But the pilot controls in this are really stiff. I don't know if that's just with age or something I'm not used to, but it was really smooth. I was really impressed with how that handled. This is the first time I've ever run a machine of this size too. So seeing that and trying that was really cool. I'll let Kurt get a couple runs on this and then keep moving around.
We got Nick in the KX40 trying to build a rock tower. Trying, not succeeding.
We got Fitz here in the 80 with a Rotostar, and Steph is in the Mecalac. Oh boy, we got a lot going on here. Giving Fitz the rundown. It's real nice talking, and that's Axel from A&D, or actually works for LaFada and Sons. That's Anthony's excavation company. So Steph's in the Mecalac here. This is gonna be interesting. There's nothing like this, so we're gonna see what happens. Fitz is going to town with the Rotostar here. Oh, Steph's driving. Oh, they got it set up in skid steer mode. So left stick tracks the machine just like a skid steer. Right stick is blade. It's like a transformer. There's literally a switch in there that switches it between excavator and skid steer. Very cool. So we got Kurt in the 210 with the the steer wrist, and then we got this guy with the Rotostar right above me. That is a shot. That is so cool. Kurt's working on this. Steph just got off the Mecalac. You probably saw that for a second, and then my battery died. But wow, this is quite the show. We'll watch this Rotostar go again. This is mesmerizing. Good Lord, Kurt. That is quite the scoop. He's getting the steel wrist all dirty. That's a big bucket. That's probably a 5-foot wide bucket, 60-inch bucket. Thing's got to hold at least a yard. Alright, we're gonna make our way over to these Mecalacs. Maybe I can get a shot. So we got Steph here in the 80. I want to see her comparison on this versus the Cat 307. Not really the same machine exactly, because this is not a fixed boom machine, but about the same size. And this is also a 3,000 hour KX80 versus a basically brand new Cat 307. So not apples to apples, but not too far off. I'll let her run this for a while and see what happens. That's so you can pick that up, but people have destroyed it all day. You're pulled in all the way. You can spin the bucket around. Push down on your blade just a little bit. The other one, push that forward just a little bit. Oh no, back up and pull it back a little bit. Yeah, right there. Now you should be balanced a little better.
She's showing you guys how to do it, right?
Yeah, she's the professional today.
You are so much smoother than me. I won't even get in here with all these people around.
I didn't really have a choice.
The machine does this when I'm in it.
Yeah,
Even with me
usually does
sometimes.
that.
Slow, slow, slow. Yeah, because you're curled all the way out. So bring it down and curl out. There you go. I won't. What if I get it all black?
I like the cap. It's all much better.
For what? Birthday? What's birthday? March? Whoa! She's going for it. Now we got Kurt running the 80. I finally got him in a machine with backhoe pattern. I actually, lucky me, I got a Kubota key on me and I was able to open up the pattern changer. On these 80s, it's locked up versus like a 33 or a 40. It's in the corner. So Kurt's actually able to finally run something in the right pattern today. We got Anthony here.
Huge! I mean, hey! I think that's a good OSHA violation though.
This is great. This has been a fantastic day. Everything's wrapping up here. Anthony's showing off his skills. He's got the big boy toys. Got Lisa over there, right there. That was our sales
Donna
person.
over there too.
Oh, this is just great. Everybody here is fantastic. I can't thank Anthony, A&D, everybody. You can see LaFata and Sons, that's Anthony's excavation company. And then A&D Equipment is their steel wrist side of things. They sell all the attachments. So I think everybody's had a fun day. Things are starting to wind down here. Giving Kurt his last run. I don't know, this has been great. I'm really pumped. Oh man, just look at this thing. The speed and the accuracy. You can tell this man has been operating equipment for years. He blows me away.
In it. You could have jumped in it.
Oh, look at him go. He's just... You know, so Anthony did a lot of the prep work for the show, and he is one of the hardest working people I personally know. He's just, they're so nice, they're so cordial, so skilled, knowledgeable. And here's a fun fact. So Anthony, the guy that I keep talking about here, he actually invented parts of the Rotostar. So that's a lot of his design there. This is his playtime. You could tell an experienced operator from someone that knows how to do it, but isn't a professional by any means. This is so cool to watch. You don't realize how big these machines are.
Sewer grate over there.
You don't realize how big these machines are until you see them in person. And to see them just swinging things around with ease, it's amazing. Let's watch something cool. No, he didn't do it. I thought he was gonna.
I thought he was gonna put it in it.
I'm like a kid in a candy store. I'm surrounded by everything that makes my heart beat. This is fantastic. Even her, she's here too. So I literally have everything that I need in my life. This is fantastic. All right, guys, that's a wrap. I hope you got something good out of this. I did, Steph did, Kurt did, Fitz did. This was fantastic. I'm gonna say it over and over and over and over. A&D is the best. If you're looking for a steel wrist, a grapple, a brush mulcher, someone to excavate for you in the Connecticut region, call up LaFata, call up A&D. I know they don't pay me to say any of this, neither does Steel Wrist. I don't get any money from anybody. I gotta make it all myself and spend it on all this stuff. But my God, they are fantastic. This was a fantastic day.
They're such nice people.
Like Steph said, they are great people.
Anthony's hilarious.
He is funny. So we're gonna go get some food. We're done. Got the truck sitting here. That was great. Fitz passed me. Kurt's going to the bathroom. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, any of those things you can. You don't have to. I think it helps me out. See you guys on the next one.